Thus, if you listen very carefully, y'all said the words this morning when David in Psalm 51 says, "Cast not your presence away from me, and take not your Holy Spirit from me." He's talking about, do not let me die. Because they understood that death is when the Spirit left. Your last breath. And so the Hebrews understood very well this relationship of spiritual and physical united by God at creation. The last text that was used this morning was Ezekiel, the valley of the dry bones. This is a time when Israel is in exile. It's a time that Israel is cut off from God. Hence, they're not formed as a nation anymore. And in that image of the dry bones, you're looking at an entire nation. And God commands Ezekiel, preach to them, prophesy. And prophesy means preaching. Preach to the bones, the sinews. Preach to the breath. And the nation, in this one, not an individual, but a nation, comes alive through the prophet Ezekiel's words there. So first and foremost, the Spirit gives us life. There are all kinds of ways you could look at that image. We know that we're alive, and every time we take a breath, we're happy, aren't we? For those that got sinus issues down with pollen, it's difficult to breathe. It's not a good feeling. I got my inhaler, I use it about once a day. And to know that I don't have that difficulty breathing, that's a good thing. But from a spiritual standpoint, God gives life through the Spirit. We think of our relationship with God through Jesus. It is the Spirit that allows the whole process of salvation to happen. It is the Spirit that allows us to have those first yearnings for God. And as we think about God, and we come at God from all different perspectives. When we come to the realization that something in our lives is missing, and if we know somebody, if we're lucky, that talks about Jesus and about what Jesus did for us on the cross and how through Jesus we get to reestablish our relationship with God. If we meet somebody like that, that leads us to Christ, it is the Spirit that allows us the freedom to make that decision. And once that happens, not only do we experience the living part of being a human being, but when that happens and we accept Christ, then the Spirit kicks in that spiritual relationship that we've got with God. And it comes with a bang. Everything happens at the same time.